count, body 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 count.
Out the demons, and they did do exorcism. And then what Pope Boniface did is he brought in cartloads, like carts full of relics from the catacombs. So he brought in the bodies of all these saints into the Pantheon. And there they deposited it. When did he do this? He did it, the Pope, Boniface IV, on May 13th, either 609 or 610. May 13th. What's important about the day, May 13th? Nothing much until the year 1917.
Fatima, Portugal, May 13th, 1917. In the hills located just outside this small farming village, 3 young children are walking through a sheep pasture. When suddenly, a bright light appears in the sky. They are shocked to see what looks like a heavenly angel floating above them. The children believe that this otherworldly figure is the Blessed Virgin Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ.
Now, as regards the message of Fatima, it still stands. It still stands. The errors of Russia are now abroad, and they are abroad. Russia will be converted finally by my Immaculate Heart, she said. It will be, she said it. But a bit late, but not too late, she said. So Russia is within the plan. Why? That would take me too far afield into papal secrets. Why Russia and Kiev are involved in the final solution of this problem. But they are. They're part and parcel. And it's really God's choice. It's purely and simply God's choice, like he chose the Jews to bring his son into the world through them. He makes choices. He has his own favorite solutions for things. I wouldn't have chosen the Russians or Kiev or the East for salvation, but salvation is to come from the East.
Peter Askew, a South African tourist, had spent the day filming the sights of Rome. He arrived in St. Peter's Square in the afternoon for John Paul's weekly audience. The Pope arrived to welcome the crowd of 10,000. After getting some preliminary shots, Askew moved into position for a closer view. The jeep carrying John Paul drew to within 18 inches of Askew, and the Pope extended his hand to the cameraman. Askew stopped filming to receive the blessing, and a moment later, the shots rang out. He immediately resumed filming to capture these extraordinary pictures. Although brief, the film confirms eyewitness reports that John Paul remained amazingly calm after being wounded. Pope John Paul has said he forgives Mahat al-Aqqa, the man accused of shooting him. The young Turk remains something of a mystery. Described as a right-wing extremist by Turkish authorities, he's told Italian police he is a pro-Palestine communist comrade. There is also evidence he is linked with Muslim fanatics. A forged passport found in his hotel room explains how he was able to get into Italy, despite previous public threats against the Pope. Police are still trying to find out how he obtained the Browning semi-automatic found on him when he was arrested. Liz Aitken reporting.
A Turkish man who once tried to assassinate Pope John Paul II has returned to the Vatican and put roses on his tomb. Mehmet Ali Aja had been released from a Turkish jail 4 years ago after spending nearly 3 decades behind bars. Outside, Aja described the former Pope's survival as a miracle. He was later reportedly detained by Italian police and was expected to be deported. Aja shot John Paul at close range in St. Peter's Square in 1981. One bullet narrowly missed the Pope's heart. The motive was a mystery. The Turk once belonged to a far-right group and has convictions for robbery and murder. The former Pope forgave him and went to see him in prison. Aja asked to meet Pope Francis during his return on Saturday. The Vatican said he'd put flowers on John Paul's tomb and it thought that was enough.